lower back issues? Ankles? No? Alright, we're all helping. Let me set up this bridge here because then we'll get going. While we're at it, set up those Apple Watches. If you don't have your grip socks on, go ahead and switch those out. We're going to be at the back, facing the back today. We got a high plank hold, so hands are going to go around the 12. Hips lifted, thighs squeezing together. Just a little freeze. Is it broken? Be 10 seconds, sorry guys. Let's get to it. So hands go to 12, come onto your high plank hold. We're on those hands and toes. Thighs squeezing together here. Hips lifted. Taking a few deep breaths. Try and get your booty all the way in line with your shoulders nice and high. Tailbone tucked in. Now, we got another 10 seconds here. Go ahead, lift up another inch. Hips up just a little bit higher. Right there. All right, we're gonna bear. You bend your knees in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do it nice and slow. Scooping those knees underneath your hips. I want you to stop just before those knees hover over that platform. Take your time extending back out all the way. Jump a little lower for me. Knees here, yes, and press it back out. Bring your toes all the way up top. That way it's not tilted forward. Great job, you guys. Just slow it down for me. 4 count in the line. That's in for 1, 2, 3. Just one way. Underneath those hips. For 4, out. For 1, you got it. We got about 15 to go. 2, 3, and 4. Bring it in for 1 halfway. We got some wall dips in 5, 4, bend the knees in 3, 2, and 1. Hold the knees, now dip it down, and up, hips down, and up. You're not letting that courage run away. We got another 5, knees down, elbows down, just your traction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, go ahead, shift the knees back behind that strap. Elbows are gonna go down on that number 12. Each wrist in front of its own elbow. We're going for your crunch. Head tucking in. You're lifting up out of those hips. I want you to round it through that chest. So think about getting your chin into your chest, and then somehow you're trying to get that forehead to hit those thighs. So you're not just going to stop once the booty's over the knees. You're going to keep coiling in, almost like you want to flip in between those high bars. Great job, you guys. Nice slow tempo here. Keep that 4 count rolling. That's up for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down for 1. You got it. We got about 20 seconds to go. 3. Lowest point for 4. Looking good. Now, next time you hit those hips with the bottom, can you glide your shoulders back just an inch? Keeping them over the elbows. Don't start folding in on yourselves. Now, if you need some support, you can overhand lightly that ring of fire, taking some pressure out of the chest. But put some pressure in those arms. We got it up. 10 to go. We're going to get into your crunch hold. I want those hips up nice and high. In. 5, 4. Hips up in 3, 2, and 1. Lift the booty high. You're looking at your knees. Now can you round through that chest a little tighter? Think about getting your forehead to touch those thighs. Just pull the ribs in like a little cat. We got another 5, 4, soft in 3, 2, and 1. You're just gonna sink down to the bottom of your crunch. Take a little breath there. When you're ready, I want you to imagine putting some weight into your knees as you open up through the shoulders, gliding away towards the front of the room. From there, pull through the underarm, those obliques, and lie back on top of the elbows, stomping above them. Now I know it's easy to start creeping past the elbow all the way over to those hands. Looking good here, everybody. Hip up 1 more inch, just engage that lower tummy. You should be squeezing the glutes here nice and tight. You can start inching out a little further. Get to your super shaky point. Now you should be moving slow enough to correct those hips. If you feel like you're dipping down, I want you to take a breath, lift up 1 more time. That 4 count should be slow enough for you to make any changes along the way. Now, get about 10 seconds left, that's it. We're gonna glide back about halfway and freeze. In 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders back about halfway. Everybody lift those hips up another inch. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Now rock it out. Little in. I want you pressing behind yourself more than towards those hands. We got 5, 4, inchworm, and 3, 2, crunch. 1, back to your crunch, back to your soft short set. It's only 30 seconds. Same 2 moves, just back to back for a little combo. Really maxing out that core. Great job, you guys. Don't lose that ground, that head top at the top of your crunch. Once the hips are high and those knees are underneath, that's not your stopping point. Keep pulling in. Almost like you're trying to flip in between those high bars. Stay with me. We got about 10 seconds left to go. No hold for this one. You're going to come on up. We got catfish to finish out your core. Warm up. Hands are going to come up to those high bars. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on out. Hands on the high bars. Toes underneath that strap. Now I know I got these panels that tilt up, so watch the little pressure point in those tippy toes. But thighs are together here. I want your booty nice and high. Put all the weight into those hands. Alright, heels up all the way. Full stiletto here, tippy toes only, heels lifted. And after that, it's just a little sweep of those legs. You let the feet glide out without the hip dropping. So keep that carriage lifted. You want to stop right outside of that number 9. Stopping here, pull it. Right to that 10. There you go. So you're not letting that carriage close completely. It's about 4 or 5 inches away from close all the way. So we got these cool numbers on the sides of your rails. That number 10, don't let it close past that point. And then stop just outside that number 9, keeping attention in that lower tummy. Great job, you guys. We're gonna switch this up to your high bar bear to round it out. Now for this, you are gonna drop your hip all the way. So legs come back towards me, nice and straight. In 5, 4, drop the hip in 3, 2, 1. So booty's low. You're gonna bear up here. Bend both knees in, up towards your chest. Pull all the way. So you're trying to get a little back tuck in. Feel that squeeze in that lower tummy. We got about 12 seconds left to go here. Then we're gonna make our way to the front. Great control. If you want a little more, put some weight into the palms as those knees come in, almost like you're getting a full flip. We got 5. Step down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step down to the floor. Let the carriage close. Pull up 1 black, 1 to 2 whites. We got weighted floor lunge. Now 1 black alone is good enough, but if you like heavy lifts, feel free to add on those 2 yellows or up to 2. Now we're on the right side of your machine on the floor. Right toes, you're gonna line up around that number 1. And then your left toes, you're gonna hit the ring of fire behind that number 9. Stand up all the way in the chest. Drop that left hip. When you're ready, start to bend through that right knee. There's a tiny bend in the back leg, but that knee is still lifted. Stay into the heel and slowly resist that tension on the way up. Looking good. Great job, you guys. Now hands on the hips, behind the ears, up above that head. Add a little bit more to that heart rate. Give me another 15 seconds, and we're getting into some super slow-mos. Bring that all the way back here. Looking good. Now you're stopping with a bend in that right knee. Don't walk out at the top all the way. Keeping attention in that glute. Now we got about 5 to go. Hands up for everybody. Lowest point in 3, 2, 1. Sit into it, hands up, chest leaning in. Can you shift your right knee back an inch? Get it over that heel. Now let's go slow. Pull it up for 1. Pull it up for 2. Just one way. Pull it up for 3. Keep that bend for 4. Take it down for 1. Great control. Take it down for 2. Starting to lean in. Take it down for 3. Watch that knee for 4. Take a little pause. Pause, pause, pause. 1 more. Pull it up for 1. Can you wiggle those right toes? Pull it up for 2. Pull it up for 3. Keep that bend for 4. Take a deep breath down for 1. Take it down for 2. Take it down for 3. All right, hands up. Find your hold for 4. We're looking pretty. Right knees over that heel. Little pulse in 3, 2, and 1. Tiny lift, tiny lower. Little lift, little lower. Something small, just a little release of that tension. Back to that engagement. We got 5. Hold it again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath. Hands up high. You got 30 seconds. Full range. Let's hit it all the way up. All the way down. I'm not counting through for this one. If you can hit just 1 breath, that's about an 8 count up, 8 count down, and that's it. Great control. Keep that left hip down towards the floor. You're going to want to open up those hips. 1 more toe wiggle check. We got less than 10. Meet me at the bottom. Hands up. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Hands up high, chest leaning in, find your breaths, and you get a little lower. ISO holds, up 1 inch, lift. Up 1 more inch, lift. Up 1 more, lift, squeeze. Now take it down for 3, all the way. 2, last pulses for 1, up, down. You got 15 seconds here. That's it. Keep pumping, up, down. Don't let that right knee shift. We got another 5, 4, 3, side or lunge, 2, and 1. Double heavy today. So foot on the right leg stays the same. You're just gonna switch that left heel all the way closer to that number 11. Now your toes are up. Then twist those hips back to center. Hands on that high bar once you press it away. Might have to scoop back that right heel. Once you're low, you're gonna bend your left knee in. Stomp in line with your hip. Then come all to the back of that leg to extend it out. Great job, you got it. All right. Everybody's looking pretty good. Can we sit a little lower in that right hip? I want you to so low that right line is almost parallel with that carriage. Drop in the booty. After that, can you shift your weight to the right? Put it over that right heel. So this foot all the way over here. Other corner. And 1 more. Here you go. Same thing. Do this foot all the way to this corner. There we go. Hips forward, press it away with your hands, left knee comes in. Now if you're feeling good knee, you can get that right hand up above your head. Everybody drop it down. We're gonna hit that same slow-mo sequence again. So meet me halfway. In 5, 4, left knee bent in 3, in 2, and 1. Halfway hold, sit a little lower. Let's go slow, press it out for 1, left heel. Press it out for 2. Out for 3. Keep going. Full extension for 4. Bring it in for 1. Bring it in for 2. Square those hips, left and forward. Bring it in. There we go. 3. Reset. 4, 4. 1 more. Out for 1. Press it away. Press it out for 2. Try and get that heel on the bar. Press it out for 3. Full extension for 4. Last tap. In for 1. Bring it in for 2. Bring it in for 3. Can you sit a little lower? Left heel pumps for 4. Back foot out. In. Tiny kick. I know we're almost there. Hands are going to come up. You find your balance. In 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Sit into it. Find your breath. Nothing moving yet. That carriage is open. Right hip dips. In 2, 1. Little dip on the right. Little lift. Little dip. Little lift. Hold it. In 3, 2, 1. Breathe. Left heel. Kick it out. Pump. Little kick. Little kick. Can you sit a little lower for 5? Back to full range. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. 30 seconds. That's it. Truck right back down to that hip. Left heel extending out. That's 1 or 2. Take a deep breath. Drop those hips forward. There you go. Can you shift back over to that right heel? So instead of leaning too much, bring the weight back on top of that right leg. Now we got less than 10 to go. Halfway home again. Same exact sequence. In 5. Bend the knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands up. Find your home. Breathe. Take a deep breath. You got it. Can you sink a little lower? Right hip. Little dip. Little lift. There we go. Little dip. Little lift. Left heel. 3, 2, 1. Tiny pump. Left heel. Tiny pump. Left heel. For 5, 4. Carriage kicks in 3, 2, and 1. All right. So you have these one light today. Take off your black. You just want one white. We're going to come up to the top here. Right foot forward. Left toes behind you. I'm not sure we really need the panels to it, so let's keep it down. Fingertips can go on the top edge of those high bars. Left toe or left heel is lifted. Just a carriage kick. Scoop in that left knee. Stomp underneath your hip. And extend back down to that leg. All the way. You got it. So now this is a little leg runner's lunge. Once you pull it back away from the high bars, if you're going to challenge yourself, you can also bring them down to the low bars. Sitting deeper into that hip. Looking good. Now this one's challenging that instability with the leg strength. If you're feeling good, maybe you get that right hand lifted up above that head. Now it's only one set of full range here. Couple variations. And we're out again. Can we lift off on those palms for me? Fingertips only on those high bars. Great job, you guys. These are pretty much in place on that right leg. Keep putting a little weight in that left toe. All right, give me another 15 seconds. You're gonna hold that left knee underneath your hip. In 10, almost there. You got 5. Left knee in, hands to prayer. In 3, 2, and 1. Sit into it. Then you got the slowest split lunge. Come all the way up. You got a little weight in that left toe. Squeeze at the top. Both legs are doing a bit of work here as you come back down. Left knee inside that well. You got it. Slow enough so you can work with those shakes. But don't let it close all the way. That knee should be going down in the open space, not on that platform. You got 5. Hold it low. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit into it. Hold it. Now little pump up, down. Little pump up, down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right away, hands on that front platform. Wide toe there. So feet are going to go towards that 1 and 3. Hands are on that front platform. Wide toe there. By having the feet wide, you're going to hit more of those obliques. And if you're feeling fancy, add your flying wheel around here too. So once those legs are extended, glide your shoulders back an inch. Put some more weight into that upper core. Then pull it back in. Good job, you guys. Just a little interval here. We got about 20 seconds left. We're gonna hit the left leg right away. Looking good. You can take a look at yourself in the mirror. Make sure those hips aren't going above those shoulders. Just in line. You got it out. 12 seconds left to go. We're gonna add on that black spring again. Step to the left side of your machine. Weighted floor lunge in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Probably easiest to just come off first. Add on that black spring. If you have the whites, extra whites, 1 to 2. Left toes by the number 3, right toes back by that number 11. So both legs parallel underneath the hips. Right toe pressing back. Start to bend through your left knee. Put it weight into that right toe. Micro bend in the back leg. And take your time resisting that tension on the way up and down. Great job, you guys. We got it. 30 seconds here. Finding your flow. If you're really struggling here, you're not able to get that carriage down, scoot your left foot up just an inch. The further back you are on that left foot, the harder it's going to be. Now we got another 5. Hands are going to go up in 4, 3, sit low, 2, and 1. Sit into it, hands up, chest is leaning in. Take a deep breath. And you shift that left knee back just about an inch. Now let's go slow. For 1. Breathe in. Pull it up. For 2. Nice and slow. For 3, one way. Keep that baby bend. For 4. Take it down. For 1. Press it away. Take it down. For 2. Chest leaning in. Take it down for 3 more. Power into that right toe. Keep taking into that left boot for 4. 1 more. Pull it up for 1. Pull it up for 2. Pull it up for 3. Keep that bend for 4. Last step. Down for 1. Take it down for 2. Down for 3. Now hands up, find your home for 4. Make it look pretty. Hands up high, energy all the way through those fingertips. Left knee over that heel, little pulse. In 2, 1, up, down, little lifts, little lower, little lifts, little lower. Hold it again in 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath, just a hold. We go back to full range in 3, 2, 1, that 30 second set, if you can just give me 1. That's a slow 8 count up, 8 count back down. Alright, you're all ready, 10 in, 20 to go. Good job. Alright, halfway through, can you hit a 15 count down? Or 15 seconds, let me say that. You're gonna be at the lowest point, hands up again. We got that variation to hit. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up high, chest leaning in. Take a deep breath, ISO holds. 2, 1. Up 1 inch, lift. Up 1 more inch, lift. Up 1 more inch, lift. Now take it down all the way for 3, 2. Last pulses. 1. 15 seconds. Up, down, little lift, little lower. Good job, you guys are almost there. Keep digging through that left heel for 4, 3, 2, 1. All you're gonna do is move your right heel to the opposite corner, closer to that 9-finger spider lunge. Yes. Heel is down against that ring of fire, toes facing to the right. Drop in that left hip, and then square both hips facing forward. Even with the right leg out to the side, your hips will be headlights. Right in front. Hands are pressing away from the high bars. Go ahead, bring both hands on one side. Now we keep your spine over to the left leg. Now we got about 12 seconds to go. We're gonna get back to those slow reps. So everybody jump in a little lower. I know it's a 7 leg. Let's sink it down. Try and get this left side. Let's sink them up. You get that right. Now we got another 5. Bring that right hand over. 4. One side. 3, yeah. Keep the right hand over there. Into. That's it. Halfway hold, freeze. Let's go slow. Press it out for 1. Squeeze. Press it out. For 2. Press it out. For 3. Try to bring that heel in. For 4. Bring it in. For 1. Bring it in. For 2. Spread those hips for me too. Bring it in. For 3. Yes. Reset. For 4. One more. Out. For 1. Press it away. Press it out. For 2. Press it out. For 3. Hold extensions. For 4. Hold those arms strong. In for 1. Bring it in. For 2. Bring it in. For 3. Last piece. Little pulse. For 4. Little out. Little in. Tiny pump that right heel. Keep going for 5. 4. Hands up. In 3, 2, 1. Sit into it. Find your hold. Drop a little lower. Now left hip. Little dip. Little lift. Little dip. Little lift. For 3, 2. Hold it. 1. Right heel. Tiny kick. Back foot. Tiny kick. For 3, you go back to full range. Hands down in 2. 1. Hands down if you need it. 30-second push. Drop a little lower than left hip. And then we're turning out. Last heavy move. We got that carriage kick. And that's it for your lower half. First thing done today. Drop 1 more inch in that left side. I know you got it in you. We got about 10 seconds left to go. You're going to find that halfway hold again. Same sequence. Hands up high. In 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath. This is it. Hold first. Find that control. Don't let the carriage close. Now left hip. Little dip. Little lift. Little dip. Little lift. Right heel in 3, 2, 1. Freeze the left. Pump the right. Little kick. Little kick. Tiny pump. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Go ahead. Take all those strings off. You want 1 white. I'm going to use this one here. Then pull up 2 whites. We're going to get into your delt flat. Single arm. So I want you to take your right hand trap. You're facing the back. You got your 2 whites. If you like things super spicy, go for 3. I know you're right. You forgot a carriage kick. Thank you, Lon. Sorry guys, I got you all messed up. 1 white face the front, left foot forward. We're gonna finish out those legs first. You got it. Alright, don't worry about the panels. Fingertips to those high bars. Dropping that left hip. Now I got a few people in it. Timers moving. Now if you challenge yourselves last time, bring your hands to the low bars. Bring it back again. Or to just sink deeper into that hip. And then put some weight into that right toe. Now that left knee is not going over your toes. Can you see that foot? Should match just an inch. Great job. Fingertips only, light touch on the high bars. Keep the chest lifted in the sense we're not hunching or rounding through that back. Nice and engaged from head all the way down to that tailbone. Everybody do a left toe wiggle check for me. We got about 15 seconds left here. Then you find your hold, bending that right knee in. Less than 10 to go. Lift up for me. Maybe get that hand high. Left hand. We got 3. Right knee in 2. And 1. Hands to prayer for everybody. Find your balance first. We go for that split lunge. Now you're coming up super, super slow. Putting some weight into that right toe to come up to the top. Squeeze and engage that left foot all the way at the top of that squat. And come back down. Try to keep it very still. You want that knee going in the open space, not over that platform. Now we got it out. 5 left to go. Your knee at the bottom. In 4, both knees bent. In 3, 2, 1. Sit into it, hold it. Now little pumps for 3. Hold it, 2, 1, freeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The outside 2. Now we can turn around. 2 white springs, right hand strap, don't block. Facing the window. So you got your 2 whites, right hand strap if you're looking at the back. We're going to turn and face the window. You can bring those knees around the thigh. Your left hand's going to go on the ring of fire, and your right hand is pulling underneath you as you open up through that right wing. Knuckles are going to come back down, stop dead center in the middle of your chest. Then pull through that back to open up that arm. Now knees are behind that center right line, so behind the number 5, your shin should be hanging off of that carriage. You got it. Go ahead, bring the left hand over that strap. That way you're pulling more behind your shoulder, less towards your ear in front of those eyes. There you go. Alright, give me another 15 seconds here. You're going to open out to the side and find your hold. Squeezing through that right back. We got 5. Arm out to the right in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it out to the right. Nice little wings. You still got a little bend in that elbow. Now a little tuck, little pull. Little squeeze, engage through that back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Single arm newspaper. So scoot your knees up a little bit. You can sit all the way down for this one or come onto the knees. Put your elbows at your waistline. You're going to open up that right elbow to the right. Slowly release the tension, stopping dead center. Now if you do left tension, scoot to the left, taking some out of that cable. If you want more, go the other way. And again, you can always sit down and take some of that pressure out. Nice job. Take it up, keeping the elbow connected to your body. Just squeezing through that outer arm, that shoulder to rotate. Tuck, depending on your flexibility, you might want to be able to go here. You might be able to go all the way. Stop when your arm stops. And don't start yanking into it. Shorter set. You got about 15. Left to go, you're going to hold it out to the right. In 10. Halfway. In 5, 4, 3, hold it out, 2, and 1. Squeeze. Now little extension, press it away to the right, you got it. It's only 15 seconds, little press, little pull. We got 5, 4, face me, sexy back, in 2, 1, add on 3 to 4 whites, grab your second hand strap, and go ahead and cross them if you like a little extra. Once you're there, scoot your knees back behind the number 6, elbows nice and lifted, keep it up tight to your body, open those cables, go ahead and pull them back behind you without moving the elbow. That part stays still, just swing the little knuckles underneath, working with that tension. Obliques should be on here, just the same. You don't want to be too high in those hips. Maybe 5 inches, no more than that. You don't want to risk rocking forward. Looking good, even though we're feeling the back, keep your shoulder blades together for me, chin out of your chest. Alright, looking down inside that low. We're at that number 12 platform. So don't tuck in that chin. Looking good, knuckles up more down, that part's up to you. Chin up one more time. You only got 15 seconds left to go. Hands are gonna hold back about halfway. In 10. We got 5, hold it back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So we're holding back, arms are pretty straight. And we get a little higher, down from here, pump it up. Little lift, little squeeze. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now it's just your chest press. Come out to the knees for this one. I know you guys are strong enough for it. Uncross those cables if you'd like. We're up on the knees. You can tuck those toes behind you. Palms facing backwards. I want you to press the hands behind your hips. Nice and strong. Then slowly release that tension, stopping at your thighs. Once those thumbs hit your hips, squeeze and bring it back in. I don't want to see you leaning forward to get those hands back. Hold the chest up, shoulder blades touching behind you. Use the chest and those arms to get those hands back. You should feel some engagement in that core. In fact, you should be flexing every time you exhale. Tighten up the core any chance you get. You got it. Shoulders out of those ears. Don't let them come on up. Last center move with both arms. Now get to the other two on that left arm. We'll finish out this upper set. Get to those obliques. Looking good. Alright, great one. Great tempo. See if you go back a little further. Slow it down just a bit. Breathing through those hands. We got about 10 seconds left to go. You're going to press it back about halfway behind the booty for sure. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it back. You're behind the hips. Now little wave, little open, little close. Chest is up. Little close. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right, keep the left. Change your stance. 2 whites. Turn to the left. We're starting with our delt fly. So back to your tabletop. Left knuckles. Holding that rail as we pull the cable underneath. And you're gonna scoop the knees back again for me one more time so they're behind that center white line. If you look to your left or right, you should be in a nice tabletop position. You got it. Chest is still lifted. We're not hunching over in that tabletop form. Engage the back. Put some weight into that right hand. Your shoulder should be over that wrist. Same with the knees, being right underneath the booty. Great job, you guys. Look at the show. We got one more thing to do to finish out your upper set. And it's complete time. All right, the left hand is gonna squeeze out. Hold it to the left. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up to the left. Hold it. Down that pull. Little squeeze. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Shimmy the knees forward a bit. And you're going to sit down. So you're booty all the way. But we got that single arm newspaper. So knuckle in or elbow in. Rotate the knuckle out to your left. So you're rotating around that elbow point. There we go. Now if you need less tension, again, scoot to your right this time. Loosening up that cable. If you need more, scoot to the left. When you start to burn out, launch that knuckle. Don't let it start reaching up towards your shoulder or down towards your hip. Nice 90-degree, tie your way. Moving slow enough to adjust that arm as you go. So if you start pulling up, bring it back down. We got about 10 seconds left. You're going to open and hold. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start out all the way. Now press it out. Squeeze and extend. Bring it back in. Press it away. Extend. Bring it back in. We got 5, 4, 3, drop the cable, 2, and 1. Drop the cable, 1 white spring again. You got teaser in the front. So hands are going to hit the high bars. I want your right foot facing the window in front of your left leg facing the window or foot. Put the weight into those palms. You're holding yourself up. Drop your hip all the way. So you're in that nice straight line from head to heel. But your feet become completely flat. Put some weight into the palms to lift up. Now we're adding in a little flying wheel row. So next time those hips are down, you're in that high plank. I want you to grind your shoulders back. Just a few inches. Glide your way back in. Then hit that teaser again. Now that flying wheel row doesn't have to be too big. Get to your edge, something you can control. We don't want you falling in that well. Use the underarm, that right oblique to glide your body in. Engage in that right side. You got it. Now you're challenging yourself to stop that carriage outside of that number 1. So again, if you look down at those rails, we got the numbers 0 all the way to 10 in the back of this. Try and stay outside of that 1, keeping attention in that right oblique. Now we got about 20 seconds left to go. I didn't know earlier, but it's time. You can always put your feet deeper in on that carriage to make it a little harder. So closer to that number 5. But we only got 10 left to go. You're gonna drop in the hip. Everybody needs to be at the bottom. In 5, 4, hip low. In 3, 2, 1. Hip is low for home base. Now just the flying wheel row. Little out, glide away. Little in. Little out. Little in. For 5, you got push-ups in 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it. 15 seconds, that's it. Bend those elbows, bring it up. Yeah, same place. Just hit the arms. Little bend, little press on those high bars. You got less than 10 to go. You got 5. You got 4. Keep pumping. You got 3, 2, 1. All right, come down. You got your side plank crunch. Right elbow hits that front platform. You can stay on the knees or come up to the toes and toward the front. Left hand is going to wrap down inside that well. I want you to lift it up out of the hips. Pull the knees in. Then slowly release. Back out to that side plank hold. Now if you're on the toes, I still want you bending in those knees. Hit that crunch either way. Great job. All right, take it a little slower. Not only is that left shoulder wrapping down towards that front platform, I want you to engage into the right oblique to get your booty up. Pulling those knees in. Great job. All right, make sure this higher palm is planted on that platform. You can grip the outer edge of the squishy part, the ring of fire, and hold on to that carriage strap. Now we have a solid base on that right shoulder. Just you jamming that elbow into your ear. Now you got about 10 seconds left to go. Alright, I want you to hold those hips up high. So just being at the top of your crunch. Shoulder down, hip lifted. Get into a tiny ball. In 3, hold it. 2, and 1. Wrap it on yourself. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Tight, tight, tight. Now, tiny pull. Squeeze those knees. Pull them in. Just a little crunch. Tighter pull. There we go. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just drop that left elbow. Twisted song. Right away. Feet to the right. Twisted song. Now we're on the front. I'm trying to marathon these obliques. So if you do need a tiny pause, catch your breath. Go for it. Maybe just stop the stop. Take a few deep breaths. Get back to the movement when you can. You can do it. We got this twisted song. And then that left oblique. That's it for your whole body. Great job. Yes, you can take it even further on the front here. You got the support of that one leg, bringing it back in. Take those heels off for me. Toes all the way off. There we go. Knees are at that 90-degree angle. And then take your heels closer to your booty for me. Bring them in. There we go. Nice adjustment. If you want a little more, feel free to lift up that left leg. We got about 20 seconds left to go. Keeping it simple. Just focusing on that isolated hold on that right oblique. Take it out a little further. Get to your shakiest point before coming back in. And we're not letting those shoulders reach past those elbows. You got another 10 seconds here. Little hold is coming up. Shoulders are going to glide back in 5, 4. It's just a hold as far as you can go. In 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back. Everybody hip up another inch. Just a hold. 10 seconds here. Hip up one more time. Hold it, hold it, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to that wide toe position. Practice night. Wide toes. Lift those hips up. You can do it after this. We get to that left oblique, those 3 moves. Maybe one more after that. And we're out back to work. Wide toe plank to plank. Now keep having with the toes out because it's going to target those obliques. When the legs are together, you get dead center of that core. When the feet are wide, you're going to get the muscles closest to underneath it. All right, fancy dance. If you want to add in a little bear, go for it. We got about 20 seconds left to go. That's it. Nice, that's you. You got another 10. Teaser coming up on the left in 5, 4, 3, 2, and on back up to those high bars. Take a second, make sure it's the left foot that's in front of the right, now facing the back wall. Right foot directly behind. Put some weight into those palms. When you're ready, start to let the feet glide away from you. Dropping the hip. Once your booty's low, blind wheelbarrow. Gliding the shoulders back and away. Lie back in over those wrists. Put some weight into those palms to come up to that teaser. Again, stopping outside of that number 1 to keep the tension in that left side going. Sometimes I hear this one's easier because you're letting those feet come underneath your booty every single time. You're taking a little pause. Taking away from that left oblique. Drop those heels for me, so feet are flat for this one. And that's a little flip-floppy French twist. Those heels are also down. It's really just a catfish. Those heels are lifted up nice and high. Now you got 5 to go. You drop the hip in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Booty's low. Hold it at the bottom. Now just the wheelbarrow. Shoulders out and in. Nice job, you guys. Keep the hip low, but definitely not sinking inside. Don't arch that lower back. We hit those push-ups in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Bend those elbows. Press it up. Elbows. Press it up. It's only 10 seconds here. We come on down. You got your side plank crunch facing the back wall. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Elbow. Left elbow down at 0. Right hand high, both feet behind you. Take a little breath. When you're ready, right hand wrapping in, lifting up out of the hip. I want to see the knees closing in that carriage. And slow release back to your side plank hold. You got 2 moves to go to finish off the left side. 1 more to round out class. Start to slow it down for me a little bit more. Just a quick check. Scoot your knees back a little bit. You want on top or slightly behind that white line. So this way. There you go. Yeah. Now your spine's nice and straight from head down to that knee. Find that hold. Make sure you're not jamming that shoulder into your ear. Open up. You gotta put some weight into that arm too. Give me another 15 seconds. You got that little tight wrap and hold coming up. You got less than 10. Hip up high, shoulder down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wrap it in, hold it. Now tiny crunch, just lift. Like you're trying to squeeze in on yourself. Great job, you guys. We got 5, 4, 3, elbow down, soft, and 1. Keep the legs as they are. Drop that right elbow. Feet to the left, soft. Glide the shoulders back, and forward. That's already there. Quick transition, and you lifted up that leg last time. It's the right leg pointing back behind you. Just the saw, nothing fancy. Focus on keeping that hip high and stretching out a little further. Eventually, we'll start reaching for those shoulders to line up with those elbows. Looking good. Left hip up 1 more time. Just a little higher. Lift up that shin for me out of your chest. Alright, one more thing. Can we lift out of those shoulders for me? We're starting to sink in. Turn the shoulders up. Put some weight into it. Open up to that chest. You got 12 seconds left to go. One solid hold, 10 seconds coming up. Shoulders back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders back, hold it, hold it, hold it. Hip up a little higher, breathe. Shoulders out another inch. There we go for 3, for 2, 1. All right, last move of class. We're gonna take it to the back. It's your forearm pints of plank. Now if you're feeling good, you want to bring your hands down to the floor for your floor pints of plank. Go for it. You got this one. Elbows, booty lifted. 4. You can go for hands on the floor. Same deal. Floor pints of plank. Last minute of class. Let's do it. Nice job. Legs together for this one. Slow it down for me. Last push here. You got about 30 seconds to go. Pulling up those quads, the top of those knees should be lifted. Those legs are squeezing together. You can do it. Last push coming up. Already past your halfway point. We got about 15 seconds left to finish out class. Nobody drops for the last 10. Everybody up on those toes. We finish out strong. Keep going. Hold it, hold it, hold it. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everybody. Come on down. Feel free to take a little walk. Get into your child's pose. Grabbing those legs for you. Awesome job.